Well, I've just pulled back my force, pulled up at the shop, always getting those two mixed up. A shop somewhere near Clacton, I suppose. I don't know what's just happened. It started raining when I was at the skate park, so I got in the van and then just started driving in a random direction. And now I'm like, I don't know what I was doing, but I saw, I was driving through this estate somewhere and I saw one of those down there, the sign for me to drop off some parcels, and I seen that and got all excited because I've got some things I need to post. So I'll quickly show you what they are and then I'm gonna probably go and get some food. I'm waiting for someone to get hold of me, some guy that I've got to meet in Clacton for some reason, but he's not answering at the moment. But I'm not gonna let it ruin my day. By the time I've done a few jobs and had some food, if there's no reply, I'll go off and go and do something else and just forget about it. Right, let's have a look what we sold. I've got some other items as well, but I think they're in post or Royal Mail or something, I don't know. It's a bit annoying having loads of different senders, but you do sell more stuff because there's a lot of people who can't get like every parcels delivered to their house if they live in like the Scottish Highlands or something like that. And I sell like a lot of rucksacks and outdoor kit, so I get a lot of complaints that parcels haven't showed up because they've selected every, even though they knew it wouldn't work and stuff. So it's nice to give people options. So first one is a rucksack, nothing special, just a Caramore. It's kind of a high-end Caramore. It's a Caramore Airspace 25 litre, and it's got this cool back frame on it. Well, I don't know if it's cool, I don't know if you need that, but it's ventilational. So I bought this at the car boot sale for £4 and it's gone for £19.80. I don't know why someone offered me that on Vinted, but I took it. It's good enough profit for me to just be like, yeah, get rid of it. I'm trying to flip stuff quick at the moment rather than having loads of shit just lingering around. I get more of a kick out of like buying it and then just doubling my money that day or something. This was quite a quick flip. Bought this off Vinted. These, like, I'd keep this for myself, but I don't really have the money to have loads of stuff at the moment. And this is a Dakine Heli Pro DLX. Like, this is like a fucking really high-end rucksack. Would have been like well over 100 quid new. And I bought it for I think just over 20 quid. I paid up a bit for it on Vinted, so like 20 quid, but it's gone for I think 55 quid and it's pretty much brand new, so that's cool. And then the last one, I've already wrapped it up, but I'm gonna have to unwrap it to show you this beast. Well, this is certainly my favourite item I've got to post today, and it's a jumbo Yamaha recorder. Look at the size of that. Yamaha recorder in the key of B. And this brought back a fantastic childhood memory when I seen it at the car boot sale. Paid a tenner for it and it's gone for 32 quid. Quick flips, are happy with that. And yeah, it brought back a brilliant memory of when I was in secondary school, and sometimes on a rainy lunchtime they'd open up the sports hall so you could go in there and kick basketballs at each other's face, or if you didn't want to do that, they'd open up the music place and you'd go in there and there'd be a few keyboards and guitars or whatever. So I used to go in there. And I had music the lesson after anyway, because I remember my mate fucking seen this on the teacher's desk and he took the end of it off, took this bit to the toilet with him and shoved the mouthpiece up his ass and then put it back where he found it. And then in that lesson, he'd planned this out. He got a little recorder out, the kids had the little ones and he had the little one, and he was kind of lingering around the teacher and he was like messing around. He was like, "Miss, would you be able to show me how to play Three Blind Mice?" And she literally just picked this up in front of him and whacked it in her gob and showed him how to play Three Blind Mice. Yeah, good times. I'm pretty sure that boy's in prison now as well. I'll tell you what, I absolutely stink today. I didn't realise it till I went in that shop. I don't know why, because I had a wash last night, put clean clothes on today. I don't know whether it's just where I've had a skate and sweated a little bit and then got wet. I don't know, but I think it's the clothes that smell more than me. I think I've washed them but then put them away while they're still damp or something. I don't know. Okay, well, we've just arrived at the house now and just got a quick job to do here, nothing spectacular, but as you can see in the corner over there, well, this whole floor was just absolutely fucked. So that was literally like a hole straight under the floor, and then I could almost, I could just scoop handfuls of dirt out, and I don't really know much about building, but I think that's not right. So I've dug down a bit, put some stuff in there, just various items I found around the house, and then I've concreted over it, and obviously everything else that here needs levelling off before we can do any sort of flooring or anything in here. So it needs some self-levelling floor compound. But before I do that, I'm going to prime it. So I won't be doing that today, but I'm going to just get the primer down today. We just need to get everything out of here, sweep it up, probably hoover it as well, and then pour this primer on, roll it on there, and then we'll leave, and then that'll be that. Well, I'm absolutely starving at the moment. I was literally just about to go into this place called, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it's called KFC. Never heard of it. And I was going to go in there and do a review. But the reason I was in Clacton was for an important meeting. And I got a phone call, and that meeting had to take place then, just as I was about to get myself a nice hot meal. But as soon as I get this sorted out here, I'm going to go and do something else a bit more exciting, and hopefully that involves getting some food. So let's get on with it. Now, I think I'd have to get a reduction kit put on the nozzle of that for that to be any good for me. But what you could do if you're home alone, you could get a latex glove, put it on the end, sellotape it round, put some holes in it, poke that down into the nozzle, and then fill it with some sort of warm lubricant, potentially like make a nice big jug of gravy. And once it's cooled down a little bit, once it's nice and warm, pour it into the end, and then crack on. I think anything can serve as a good time if you're creative enough. I've seen a grown man shag a towel before, similar idea, and I think he got the idea off of Facebook. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on there, and you probably have as well if your algorithm's anything like mine. But yeah, I literally walked in on him doing it, and he'd rolled up a towel really tightly and put some elastic bands around it, latex glove over the end, poke the glove in, and then he'd filled it with some sort of lubricant, utterly butterly or something like that. And he'd stuffed it in the end of the bed frame, and he was going to town on it. He had nothing on his bottom half. He did have a t-shirt on there, and we were sharing a room at the time, and I walked into the room, and that was the first thing I saw. And he did, you know what, he didn't even stop. He kind of slowed down a bit, and he was like, "Mate, fuck off," innit? And then just let him crack on. Nice guy. Okay, so today I'm going to be using Bostik concrete sealer. And back in the day, back in the 1900s, they certainly would not have had products like these for, priming concrete. So what they used to do is, I've said it before when I was talking about the PVA, but they'd use horse cum. And it had to be fresh horse cum, so I'd imagine what they would have done is probably brought the horse into the main room there, and they'd get a guy, they'd put a TV up on the wall over there and put the Lloyd's TSB advert on for the horse to watch, whilst there was a little man down here on his knees just firing into the room that needed sealing. And then afterwards he'd probably get the horse out of here, take his shoes off, and just sort of mop it around with his bare feet, and that'd be that floor sealed. Well, it says it covers, I feel like I'm in a 2000s emo music video. It says it covers 3 to 4 square meters, and this is, I don't know, probably about that, innit? And you don't need to mix it, so I'm just going to throw it on there and roll it, and that'll probably be alright. It's better than not doing it. I wasn't even going to do this at one point, but I spoke to someone and they were like, make sure you prime the floor, so I'm going to do it. Let's do it. Right. Oh, fuck off. Well, I'm just absolutely over the moon with how that's turned out. Look at that. Yeah, really good, and obviously it's made a massive impact today here in the house. So that'll start drying now, and then next time I come here it'll be all dry, and it'll be good for me to lay the Blue Circle Master Lace self-leveling floor compound. I'll do a separate video on that, but apparently all you do is like mix it with some water, whisk it up and just pour it on it, and it will find its own way, and you end up with a nice little level floor. So I'll do a video on it, so that's obviously something to be really excited about. There's not much point saying anything at the moment because the wind is quite intense. I went back for a bit, had a cheese toasty, played the guitar for a little bit, and now I've gone out and well, I'm just getting down low in the grass to be out of the wind so you can hear me. I wanted to talk about my outfit. So today I've gone for hat, waterproof jacket with long sleeve t-shirt underneath, green trousers, and obviously I've got a packet of shoes on as well. And I'm gonna crack open a non-alcoholic beer. This is normally the point on this walk where I'd have, you know, like probably a nice beer after having a parsnip. I've had the parsnip and I really want like a nice ice cold beer now. So to prevent myself from having a real one, I've got a children's beer. What are you rolling in? Stop rolling. Unless you're rolling a parsnip. Cheers. So I ended up having a parsnip. I didn't like rush back and like, you know, like full on go for it. I got that, obviously did that floor, had some food and stuff, and then smoked a little one, played the guitar for a bit, and then we're down in the grass for a reason because it's windy. And then what did I do then? Then I've come out and smoked another one, and I'm like having a really good walk. But the initial bit of me after the first one, I sat there and like I was just kind of out of it for a bit, like playing the guitar, which is good, but I could have quite happily just lied down and that would have been the end of it. And I think quite a lot of people do that when they choose to, you know, participate in the festivities. I know I've stood up again, but if you can break through that barrier and go out and actually do something, you have a really good time. I'm having a really good walk at the moment. It's quite an experience. I think it is starting to rain as well. So I'm going to take my jacket off, I think, and that really sort of embrace it for a bit. About 20 minutes ago I just had a massive portion of chips for dinner, put myself in a food coma, and I was literally like lying in bed getting ready to call it a day, flicking through shit on YouTube, like FIL videos and that, and I thought, you know what, I could be doing this exact same thing in a tent somewhere. So I've loaded the bike up and we're heading down to, there's a pub nearby with a campsite. I don't even know where it's open actually, but I'm going to find out. Nearly got run over there. So yeah, just going to quickly pop to the shop and get some snacks and go down there. And I've got unlimited data on my phone and what do you call it, portable charging bank, and that should see me through till the morning. So I'm going to go down there, have a little feast in a tent somewhere. I'm absolutely drenched. My boxes are wet through at the pubs around here somewhere. It is the old black bin bag full of shit. Fucking hell. Got a pillow and everything. I went full on luxury today. Little airbed, Lovely pillow. This thing's brilliant. It's a Firmarest pillow, and it's full of like magic beans, and you open it up and then you just kind of fluff it a bit and eventually it turns into like a firm pillow. Never seen anything like it until I've seen this. Gonna get in there now and get nice and warm, get this wet jacket off, maybe get in the sleeping bag for a bit and try and dry myself off. Come with me. Oh yeah! There's no feeling quite like it, honestly. Especially when it's raining as well, or if you've had like a savagely hard day when you're allowed to get in your sleeping bag, you get a chance to get in your sleeping bag. There is honestly no better feeling, and I feel like I'm getting a bit of that feeling now. Well, I'll talk you through my setup. I'm packing some heat here. I've got the Belkin power supply blue lead going straight into Google Pixel 7, and gonna watch what we're watching. We're gonna watch some still game. Let's have a little look what we've got for dinner tonight. We've got 4 large seeded buns. I'm not going to eat all 4 of them, but I'm going to just take one of them and put a whole pack of this ham shaped like a bear. But I'm trying not to eat too much bread, so I'm just going to have that whole pack in one roll. And then after that, Max Flaming Hot, some Sour Patch Kids, but that's the wrong order. I've got a chocolate somewhere. I'd have chocolate before the sweets at the end, so I'm going to go roll and crisps at the same time. And then while I've got loads of bread and this stuff stuck in my teeth, I'm going to crack open this and get that all like mixed in with it as well. And then this will be the final thing, and these will pick up all the shit that's stuck in my teeth and mix together and make like it's going to be perfect. And then throughout that meal, I've got a shaken udder vanilla-licious milkshake made with Madagascan vanilla. I'm going to eat that whilst watching this. I can't film myself because I want to watch this, and I'll get what happens. You get in fucking trouble, don't you, for you watching that on here. I'll get a ticket or something. So I won't film myself eat it because I want to watch this and eat it. That's the whole reason I'm doing this for. And then after, if I need to in the night, I've got a San Celestino sparkling water. See you later. Billy Bear, delicious slices of cooked sausage, cured, and pork. And the ingredients are pork 66%, water, potato starch, salt, dextrose, salt replacers, potassium chloride, sodium gluconate, spices, antioxidant, ascorbic acid, stabilizer, diphosphates, preservatives, sodium disaccharate, sodium nitrate, yeast extracts. Well, it sounds like I'm certainly getting quite a lot of stuff for my money. Let's get all of that in here. And if I know this is going to be nice because it's quite bad, but I think one of my favourite foods is having a hot dog. When I wake up in the morning, I honestly fancy like hot dogs or like German sausages and milkshakes. Normally a chocolate milkshake in the morning. That's what I fancy. But this is what I'm trying to say, is that this is like a cold hot dog. That's really nice. If it had like loads of really thick butter in it, I reckon that would be perfect. So quickly go and use the facilities. I'm filming myself having a piss. Fresh douche gel. Bruno Banani. I don't think I can miss out on this opportunity. I am going to have a shower. I've not got a towel. I'm going to go and try and find something to use as a towel. Make the most of the facilities. Can't stop farting this morning. I think it's that Bertie Bear or whatever it was, that sandwich ham I had last night. Tastes lovely, but it's obviously can't be that good for you, can it? Oh. That's a bit of a cheeky hill first thing in the morning, but it's good. Get the heart and lungs pumping, and yeah, I feel good. Do you know what? I feel good. Normally when I do things like that, I'd have a massive hangover waking up, but I feel fucking good today. Right, I've just arrived at the boot sale. Let's empty this bag out so I've got some space to put some goods in, hopefully. I'm going to stop filming myself now because this is me at work and I've got to take it seriously. But yeah, I had a good night, nice little day yesterday, and obviously I didn't drink anything, and I've woke up this morning without a hangover. Normally when I go on a little adventure I wake up the next morning like and I'm up like raring to go. I've had a shower, cycled, and I'm at the car boot sale already, and it's like 7 o'clock or something. So yeah, I'm not trying to justify weed too much, but I didn't have a smoke for a couple of weeks, and obviously last night I did. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, I had a nice little time. I didn't need to eat all that crap food though. I could have changed that, you know, for like a healthier shopping list, and I would have had just as good a night. So that'd be a work on point for next time. And I think the main takeaway point for if you're into absolutely cooking yourself, take a few weeks off, and then when you go back into it, don't go in all guns blazing. I just honestly, I had a couple of little rollies yesterday, nothing massive, and that was enough for me. I was absolutely cooked. You didn't need to be more cooked than that. And sure, I could have went in and rolled an absolute whopper and, you know, absolutely baked myself to death, but there's no need. I had a good enough time without that, and that's what it's about. Keep your tolerance low, you'll spend less money, and you won't be an absolute pile of mashed potato to talk to, you know. So if you're gonna do it, less is more with that. I'm gonna stop talking now because I'm missing out on the bargains, and I've paid a £5 to come in here early, and I'm just sat here talking to a camera. So right, have a good day.